Alright folks, welcome back to NDP, where tonight your Notre Dame Prep boys fighting Irish basketball team takes on the hardest challenge of the season yet in the Flushing Falcons. I believe that's the name. I forgot to write it down. Regardless of the mascot, for Flushing they come in with a 15-3 record, 6.633 MPR. So this is going to be a very difficult game for the Irish. Flushing Raiders, apologies.
School sports driven by good sporting behavior.
So we'll turn things over to our public address announcer, Cam Evans.
We need to respect each other and treat each other with common decency, not only between the lines, but outside the lines of our daily lives. In sports and in life, nothing beats good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand as you are able, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, so after a great national anthem, we turn it over to Cam Evans for our starting lineups.
First, for the visitors, the Raiders of Flushing High School, a senior, number 3, Max Kinsey. A senior, number 10, Raiden Neither. A junior, number 14, Langston Dickinson. A senior, number 15, Caleb Metcalf. And a junior, number 24, Andrew Valero. The Raiders are led by head coach Tyler Zapansky. And now, let's keep the lineup for your home team, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. A guard, 5'8.5" senior, number 2, Ben Liberato. At the other guard, another senior, 6'1", number 5, Lucas Catula. And a forward, 6'2" senior, number 12, Ray Roma. The other forward, 6'5" senior, number 15, Sam Stowe. And the big man in the middle, 6'5" senior, number 20, Adrian Fernandez. The Irish are led by head coach Andy Gerber.
So the same starting five as usual for the Irish in Stowe, Catula, Fernandez, Liparoto, and Roa. Facing off against the Flushing Raiders, coming in at 15-3, MPR of .633. One of the hardest teams on this already difficult NDP schedule. Talked to some of the players today. They feel they're comfortable and confident in their abilities. If they play to the caliber that they have been, this is going to be a great game for you folks. So Metcalf and Catula set to take the tip-off, as that one is won back to Sam Stowe. The Irish going to start the game off with possession. Stowe handles it on the near elbow, underneath, looking for a cutting Catula, knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. Stowe going to throw back in. So Sam Stowe to Catula underneath, that one, that layup no good. As now Dickerson handles, now cutting to the middle, underneath. That one knocked away by Lucas Catula. Now up ahead, Ben Liparoto puts on the brakes at the far elbow, now up top for Stowe. Stowe to Lipparoto, looking for him, Lipparoto was cutting across. That pass just behind Ben. So Maddox Kinsey is going to throw it in. Langston Dickerson now holds it and brings it out across half court. As that's now to Kinsey. Kinsey getting pressed by Lipparoto, spinning. Hands it off to Neither. Now for Valerio, 3. Off the rim and no good. Rebound from the Irish. Sam Stowe underneath that one. Now across half court, and he puts on the brakes at the near elbow. Up top. Now back to Catula. And up top for Roa. Roa looking for his options. Passes that off to Stowe. Stowe at the near elbow, cutting across towards the top, now spins back. Corner for Roa. Now up top for Lipparoto. Catula puts up a 3 from the far elbow, no good. Rebound loose and taken by Kinsey. Now backside. Neither lays that in for the first points of the game. So Raymond Neither puts them on the board as Ben Lipparoto handles it for the Irish. Lipparoto travels. Raymond Neither, the lone points scorer. So we're about a minute and a half into the game. Irish down by 2. And now Langston Dickerson brings that across half court. Again, this is going to be a difficult game for the Irish. Let's see how they adjust as that's up top. Metcalf back to Dickerson, now back to Metcalf. On the far side for Valerio. Valerio working on Roa, now backside. Neither lays that one in. Good backside cut there from Raymond Neither. Lone score, 4-0. Raiders lead under 6 minutes as Catula. Up top for Stowe. Stowe works inside, floater. No good, rebound, second effort knocked in by Stowe. Stowe had been a very consistent helper for the Irish since his return, as there's a 3. That one drained. Raymond Neither on that one. Lone scorer for Flushing with 7. 5:25 left in this first quarter as Stowe holds it up top. Stowe stops, off balance, fouled. That foul on Langston Dickerson, the junior. Sam Stowe heads to the free throw line. 2 free throws for the senior. First one is up, and no good. It's been a very accurate shooter for the Irish. 73% on free throws this year, 31% in general. As that second, no good from Stowe. But now he puts up a 3 off the rim, loose, and taken by Neither. Neither now off his foot. Catula diving on it, fights for it, and picked up by Fernandez. Now Lipparoto with speed. Catula through contact, no good. Rebound taken by Metcalf. Up ahead now for Dickerson. Dickerson to Neither. Neither lays that one in. Again, Raymond Neither, lone point scorer today. Now Stowe on the far elbow. Stowe up top for Catula. Now Lipparoto. Lipparoto sweeping out across the top, hands that off to Sam Stowe. Stowe. Back to Lipparoto. And now Roa on the near elbow. Up top for Fernandez. Back to Lipparoto. Lipparoto works in, loses handle on that, and gonna be out on the Irish. Subs coming in. Langston Dickerson subbing out for Andrew Fisher, as Kinsey throws in from behind his own hoop. Irish trailing by 7 as Fisher into the corner for Valerio. Now into the paint for Metcalf. Metcalf working underneath, pulls up, floater, and 1. Caleb Metcalf gets on the board with a mid-range. That foul on Sam Stowe. One free throw here for Metcalf. That free throw up and through. And a timeout called by the Irish. Gonna try to get things settled here as they've fallen behind by 10 early. Again, very difficult team that they're playing today. Flushing 15-3 record, MPR of .633, averaging 55.9 points per game, only allowing 49.5, just about matching what the Irish are scoring and giving up per game. Very solid schedule for the Raiders. Lost to Midland Dow by 7 in their home in the opener. Then got doubled up by Howell, 24-48. Went on a 2-game winning streak, lost to Frankenmuth by 1 in overtime, and since then have won out. 10 wins in a row for the Raiders. Very hot team coming in. Only games in common, Genesee Christian. Irish won that by 1. The Raiders won that by 30 as Petula holds up top. Drops it off for Liporoto on the near elbow. Now to Wisniewski. To Stowe, far corner. Stowe works in. Dishes that to Roa. Roa, 3. Good. Drake Roa gets on the board. Player of the game last game. It's the Irish a little bit closer. It's now Dickerson. Dickerson over to Kinsey, now into the corner. 3 taken. That one rolls out, no good from neither. Liporoto takes it now for the Irish. Over to Stowe. Now Roa underneath. Roa floater. Off the rim. Rebound Catula. Catula has that knocked away. Goes for a second effort, knocked away once again. And handled by Fisher. Fisher out across half court. Roa meets him, now dishes that off to Kinsey. Kinsey working inside. Now steps out, back out to Fisher. Fisher to a sweeping Valerio, who now works inside. Is fouled. So that foul on Rocco Wisniewski. I mean, it kind of looked like Valerio jumped into him. I digress. 2 free throws here for Valerio. That first one up and no good. Decent student section here for the Irish. A little quiet early. Just something that I'm noticing that this Flushing team does really well. A lot of communication, a lot of size for this entire team. They've been rallying to the rebounds, doing a good job forcing the Irish into uncomfortable positions. Is now Stowe. Fakes that pass, spinning, dishes it out. Liporoto puts up the 3 off the rim. And a foul. It's Max Robin coming in for Lucas Catullo. As that thrown in, and now Fisher holds. Andrew Fisher, the senior, dishes it off to neither. Now up top, that's Nolan. Nolan hands it off to Fisher. Fisher with speed sweeps across and dishes that out to neither. Neither, cutting, sends that over for Turner. Turner to Fisher. Fisher on the far elbow, works in, floater. No good, good defense there by Ben Liporoto. Under 2 minutes now as Liporoto handles. To the corner for Robin. Robin underneath, Wisniewski. That layup, no good. Second effort foul. That foul on Andrew Fisher, his first of the game. 2 shots now for Wisniewski. The junior, 35 points on the season, 25 rebounds. First one is up. And no good. A little short there from Wisniewski. Second free throw here now. That one no good. Rebound loose, taken by the Irish, as Stowe will dish that one out for Robin. Now Robin to Stowe, corner three. Right through for Sam Stowe. Now 5 points on the day for the senior with that line drive three from the corner. Fisher holds now. Fisher to Neither spinning. Blocked by Robin. Now Neither in some trouble. Dishes that out to Nolan. Nolan is fouled. That foul on Sam Stowe. That's his second of the day. Again, I don't know much about basketball, but it really seems to me like the Raiders are kind of balling up, running into the Irish players. There's not much you can do. It's sort of Jalen Brunson-esque, just sort of foul baiting, as that free throw bricks out. And again, I don't claim to know much about basketball. It's the first year I've ever covered it, but it's sort of like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, where he'll just sort of jump and pray someone hits him while he shoots to get an and one. It's a little questionable. Second free throw. That one no good. Rebound is loose and taken by Robin. Again, not enough can be said about Max Robin and the big role he plays as a good role player as Lipperotto handles that up top. Over to Roa. Roa working on Nolan. Now Catula working on Neither up top. As that pass knocked away by Fisher. Recovered by Lipperotto, who now steps back in a reset. We're down under a minute left here in the first quarter. Irish trailing by 4. They were down by as much as 10 as Lipperotto Euros. Dishes that to the corner. Robin, 3. Right through Max Robin, knocks that one down. He's setting a lot more playtime as time goes on as Turner. That layup is no good. Again, just a lot of stuff through contact. Catula battling on the ground. And a jump ball. And the jump ball goes to Flushing. So good effort there from Lucas Catula. Alas, in vain, as Fisher going to throw it in. Fisher searching for his options, throws that out, but a good tip, athletic play from Drake Roa, in with speed. Layup is no good, and Rocco Wisniewski cannot cash in on the second effort. 30 seconds left, Nolan working in. And a charge called. Max Robin, again, big game from the junior. Takes one for the team, takes the charge. Irish take the ball back, down by 1. As Ben Lipperotto now holds. Gonna take this out across half court, under 20 seconds left in the game. As he dishes that off for Robin. Robin working in, underneath. Foul. 9.9 seconds left. The foul called. That fell on Valerio, his first of the game. Max Robin to the free throw line. Irish down by 1. Benedetto Offer checking in for the Irish. First free throw is up. And around and through for Max Robin. Up to 4 points on the day. Ben Lipperotto subbing out for Benedetto Offer. Second free throw now. That one up, no good. As Dickerson takes out across, under 5 now. Dickerson to the corner, running out of time, and will dribble that one off his foot. Max Robin sent one down. Was nowhere close, in the Irish head to the second quarter, all tied with the Flushing Raiders. As, my goodness, the Flushing head coach is irate with his team so far. Wow, that is as mad as you will ever hear a coach. Not a happy camper over there on the Flushing bench. Urging his team to do their job. Irish so far come out really hot. Doing a good job. They got down early. Good timeout called by head coach Andy Durkin in his first year as a head coach. Showing his knowledge there. Calls a smart timeout. Gets the Irish to recoup. They go on a 10-point run, rather, and they knot everything up at 12 as we will start the second quarter. I'm Augie Villawong, Athletics Broadcasting. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe if you're new here. Stay in tune with all of your Irish athletics. I also have added my Instagram username here, so if you are so inclined, go give that a follow. You can catch up on all the announcements, all the exclusive interviews that I have to offer as Cthulhu throws that in. Good play from Drake Roa, but so backcourt violation was called. However, not a backcourt because that was on the throw-in. So Sam Stowe's just going to throw it in one more time. As that's thrown ahead. Drake Roa pumps a couple times. Athletic play. Such body control from Drake Roa. As Dickerson brings it out. Dickerson up top, hands it off to Neither. Mishandles but grabs it. Now cutting Turner. Floater goes through for Turner. First points of the day for the senior. Number 0, Javante Turner. Slipperoto up top, all knotted up at 14 here now. Roa. Slipperoto on the deep far elbow. And something called. Foul called on Fernandez. Possession going to go to Flushing. 14-14 is the score. As Javante Turner dishes that over to Nolan. Nolan stepping back. Sends that to an open Turner up top. Turner to Dickerson. Dickerson out across to the corner. Neither. Now to Nolan. Nolan pivots to Neither on the near elbow. Neither working underneath. Loses the handle. Taken away by the Irish. In a jump ball. I guess could have sworn that the Irish. Okay then, Kinsey Maddox. Maddox-Kinsey rather. Dishes that off to Turner. Turner one-handed underneath lays that in. Good move by Javante Turner. A little bit of confusion there at the scorer's table. Now Drake Roa handles it. Roa up top for Fernandez. Now over on the far elbow. That is Lipperoto. Lipperoto loses a handle on that one. In his feet. Dumps that to Stowe. Stowe backdoor for Roa. And the tap in for Drake Roa. Jumped up, caught it. As a foul called on the Irish. That foul on Ben Lipperoto. 7 + 7 is... I got something wrong. Don't matter. 6 minutes left as Dickerson is going to throw it in for the Raiders. Throws that in all the way out for Caleb Metcalf. Metcalf. Now to Dickerson. Dickerson up top working on Stowe. Spins. Dumps it off for Metcalf. Metcalf to the corner. Neither. 3. Way off the mark. Lucas Cthulhu catches that. And now Ben Lipperoto will hold. Dumps it off to Roa. Roa up top. Working on Turner. Now hands that off to Lipperoto. Lipperoto works inside. Dumps that out. Corner 3. Stowe. No good. Gets his own rebound now underneath. Floater. That goes through for Sam Stowe. Irish retake the lead. And a timeout called by Flushing. Irish really starting to find themselves here in this, towards the latter end of that first quarter, now early in the second quarter, as there's a full timeout called. I think I got the scoring wrong, so we're going to quickly check in. Seven, 4. 7 + 7 is 14. I guess I just overshot. Doesn't matter. We'll look ahead into our schedule for later this week. Of course, next week, midwinter break, I will be going on sabbatical, heading to Syracuse University. We will catch on Friday night the number 1 versus the number 2 team in the country as Syracuse takes on Maryland in the Dome. And then on Saturday, catching some Syracuse men's basketball. So I'll have a little bit of short-form vlog-style content ready for you there. In the meantime, on Thursday, women's basketball versus Linden. That's senior night. 7 o'clock is when our coverage will start, and then I will jet right over to Detroit Skate Club when your North Oakland Eagles take on Downriver Unified. In the meantime, Langston Dickerson dumps that off for Valerio. Valerio, long 3. No good, we got a foul. Foul, a hold on Roa. Okay. Is Dickerson gonna throw it in? Looking for his options. Throws that out. And a foul called on Lucas Catula. Ran into Caleb Metcalf there, pushed him out of bounds. So now Valerio gonna throw it in, and he throws that into Metcalf. Now Dickerson handles it up top. Backdoor cut for Valerio, lays that, but no good. Had a wide open layup. Missed that as that's put up ahead to Stowe. Stowe slows down. Catula, far corner 3. Knocks that one down. Lucas Catula on the board. Irish lead by 5. Dickerson dishes it out. Metcalf. Now Valerio to Turner. Turner in the corner, guarded by Catula. And he travels. Lockdown defense there from Lucas Catula. Did a great job forcing an uncomfortable pass there from Turner. Now getting subbed off for Alan Sharp, the junior. As Liparoto brings it out across. Sends that to Roa. Now up top, Fernandez over to Liparoto. Liparoto up top now for Catula, then to Stowe. Stowe working underneath. Mid-range, no good. Fernandez gets that rebound. Layup off balance, no good. Sharp takes the rebound. Dishes that off to Metcalf, and now held by Dickerson. To the corner now, Valerio. Back to Dickerson. Up top now for Kinsey. Kinsey to Metcalf. Metcalf dishes that to the corner. Valerio on the far elbow. Now to the far corner for Sharp. Sharp dishes that into the paint. And a foul. So that foul called on Adrian Fernandez. Second of the game, Langston Dickerson to the free throw line. Irish lead this one 21-16. First free throw is up. And it hits everything and in for Dickerson. Fernandez and Stowe check out for Robin and Wisniewski. Dickerson, that other free throw right through. Cuts the lead down to 3 as Dickerson up to 2 points on the day. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the half. Irish lead this one by 3. Roa off balance and 1. Drake Roa, I tell you what, committed to Michigan for baseball. Exhibiting some amazing body control on some of these floaters. As the and 1 falls for Roa, he was player of the game last game with 21. That foul called on Andrew Valerio, the junior. Roa heads to the free throw line. First one up, rolls around and out. Free throw no good. As Valerio over to Dickerson. Dickerson working into the paint. Outside for Sharp. Sharp up top now for Dickerson. Dickerson works on Robin. And a foul called on Max Robin. Max Robin playing some good defense there, just sort of got off balance, pushed into Dickerson, as Dickerson heads back to the free throw line. 5 fouls on the quarter for the Irish with 3:30 left. His first free throw from Dickerson right through. And so Kalen Hester, the sophomore, checks in for Flushing. Second free throw from Dickerson. That one rolls out. Handled by Catula, dumps that off to Lipperoto. Now working on Sharp. To Catula on the near elbow. Catula searching, now works inside, stepping back. Out to Roa. Roa, near elbow, crosses inside, lays that through. Double digits for Drake Roa, and we still have 3 minutes in the half. Dickerson drops it off for Hester. Back to Dickerson up top. Dickerson now to Neither. Guarded by Catula. Neither works inside. Floater. Nothing but net for Neither. Neither matching Roa with 11 points. As Lipperoto brings out across half court, now puts on the brakes at the far elbow. Lipperoto inside. Euro lays that through. What a move from Ben Lipperoto. He hasn't been the main source of scoring for the Irish, but boy, can he show up. As Neither now handles it. Neither works into the middle, pickpocketed there by Lipperoto. Catula falls on that one, a jump ball going to the Irish. An electric start for the Irish. They lead this one by 6. Subs checking in. That is Maddox Kinsey checking in for Dickerson. 2:22 left in the second. Ben Lipperoto handles it. So 2:22 to 27-21 handled by number 2, Ben Lipperoto. Say that 5 times fast. That's into the post. Wisniewski underneath his foul. That foul there on Caleb Metcalf, first of the game. 27-21, 2 free throws here for Wisniewski. First one is right through for Rocco Wisniewski. Again, regional champion in varsity tennis. Second free throw is up. That one no good, but handled by Neither. Now Hester holds. Corey checking in. Hester. As foul called on Max Robin for a hold. I mean, it's just another one where it's kind of like a lot of bodies moving in the same position, sort of rubbing up against each other. Contact happens. Foul's bound to get called. Really one that could go either way. Neither for the free throw line. Down 7, under 2. First one is up. Bricks out. So Max Robin checks out.
Nice done, Max.
Neither second. That one rolls around and out. Rebound taken by Catula. And now Lipperoto handles. He's going to quarterback the clear for the Irish. As he now crosses, nearly taken away, falls on top of it. Passes that one out of bounds off of a Raider. Liam Nolan checks in for Alan Sharp. As Drake Roa throws that into Wisniewski. Now Lipperoto up top. To the corner, Roa. Fouled. That foul called on Kalen Hester, the sophomore, first of the game for him. As quick 3, Catula. No good, rebound loose. Handled by Metcalf. Now up ahead for Kinsey. Kinsey puts the brakes on for Flushing. And now backdoor, Neither lays that through. Lots of backdoor cutting from the Raiders. Been giving the Irish a little bit of trouble here. We'll see how they adjust in the second half. As a lot of the games, they've made some really good second half adjustments. As Lipperoto. "30-second timeout called by head coach Andy Durkin. So 5 fouls on the Irish, 3 fouls on Flushing so far this quarter. I love the analogy used by the referee there that, I mean, he was on the far sideline. Referring to it as an AT&T long-distance call is one of the more creative ways to talk about refereeing basketball, as now Roa handles it. To Katula. To Corey. Corey into the paint. Wisniewski lays that one in. Sami Curry definitely didn't mean to put that into the paint, as now neither. Crossing, stops, out to Metcalf. Metcalf pulls up floater through. Now 40 seconds. Ben Liparoto gonna handle it. Up ahead to Roaz. We're under 30 now. Corey. Back to Roa. Now back to Liparoto. Liparoto. To Roa. 20 seconds now. Pick comes from Corey. Liparoto working around. Back to Corey. 15 seconds now. Corey spinning. Drops that off. Liparoto in with some speed and a foul. That foul on Kalen Hester, the sophomore's second of the game. 9.9 seconds remaining. Irish just going to try to draw something up here and get some points before the half, as that's Katula. Katula. Mid-range, up, and right through from Lucas Katula. Up to 5, now 2 seconds. Hester, last second heave, no good. And the Irish head into the locker room leading by 7. Drake Roa with 11 points, Sam Stowe with 7, Lucas Katula with 5. On the other side, Raymond Neither with 13, Caleb Metcalf with 5, and Trevonta Turner with 4. I'm Augie Villawan with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. Stay tuned, in about 10 minutes we'll have the second half.